Pierre. We're going to start today's episode off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, and the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me. So thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
Hey, it's Guy Simpson here. I'm the general manager of Norel Toyota, soon to be Fort McMurray Toyota. Pretty excited for our new dealership. We're here to take care of you. Come on down and be part of our family.
And we are back. Big shout out to Norel Toyota, our title sponsor for today's episode. We really do appreciate your ongoing support. As everybody at home knows, I do not introduce my guests because they can do a better job at that than myself. So can you please tell everybody at home who you are and what you're about?
Wow. My name is Keli. I guess known in this community as Miss Keli. My pronouns are she, her. I am a studio owner, dance studio owner in here in town. Is that what you want to know? Kind of like who I am?
Whatever you want to say. It's your intro.
Okay, yeah. I guess, yeah, the reason I'm Miss Keli is because I'm a dance teacher in town here. I own a dance studio called MKD the Space. I also teach at McTavish. I teach the Peak dance program there.
Okay. Cool.
I sit on a few different boards, Pride YMM. I work with youth, and I'm a champion for mental health and just making safe spaces for our youth.
There you go. Busy lady and super comfortable.
Hey, it's Guy Simpson here. I'm the general manager of
film. Look at what we're wearing here.
Oh,
Who is cozier now
cozy
than us? I love your outfit.
Thanks.
It is so cool.
And people can see it at home. Yeah. We're live.
Look, yeah, we're filming.
We're live, like the news is live, so like people aren't seeing this right now, but we don't edit it, so.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay.
Like what you see is what you get. So like when I did the intro, we started filming.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. I love
we're filming it. So yeah, so everybody
no
is seeing
pressure
this.
at all.
No, there is no pressure actually. Like we filmed how many of these now? Like
close to 700.
Yeah, and like they've all been fine, and they are full of like nuances and little mistakes.
Fantastic.
We have people walk in on camera sometimes. Phone calls are taken.
Okay.
I've had meetings on the show. Like there's no right, there's no wrong.
Cool.
Yeah.
Love that.
So when it comes to the dancing that you do though, like what kind of students do you have at the two different areas? So you like for the Peak Academy, that's like, what does that mean with the two?
Peak Academy is like, are you familiar with what else the Peak Academy
sports.
has? Yeah, sports.
That's why I'm very interested. Like I didn't know they had like a dancing component.
Yeah, they had it when it used to be the Edge program before it switched over to Peak.
Very cool.
So they had the dancing there, and I used to sub for Nola Antony. She kind of took on the program, and then she moved to Edmonton, and then I took it over. So I've been with Peak for, gosh, like at least 7 years. I want to say 7 years or more, maybe.
Cool.
And I teach like grade 7s, grade 8s, grade 9s, and then there is a grade 10 kind of component, but they don't do the whole year with me, but they get credits.
Right.
So it's in the mornings, it's dance, and there's like there's competitive dancers, there's gymnasts, there's ice skaters, there's recreational dancers, there's soccer players, there's people that just want to learn to dance and move. So it's like a variety of youth, and I love it. It's super fun to start my morning like that with movement is incredible.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What kind of dance?
At the school will be like jazz and contemporary and kind of like whatever the kids are wanting and needing, and
Okay.
Yeah.
My sister is a tap dance instructor.
I'm a tap dancer.
Oh, that's cool. So
yeah, we're not in town.
No. She lives in
where?
Edmonton now.
Okay, cool.
She was teaching at a studio in Calgary when they lived there. She doesn't have anywhere she's teaching currently because they just moved.
Okay.
Where else did she teach though?
Oh, listen to this brat of a sister. So my little sister, like,
Okay, when you say little,
she's 4 years younger than me.
okay.
So she's in her. I'm not gonna give her age away on the show, but yeah, she's younger. I'm old, so she's old.
45.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I'm old.
Yeah. Well, I'm 41.
I'm 41. Yeah.
There you go. So Alicia's younger than me.
Okay.
So when we grew up here, so you could get oil and gas jobs for the summer to pay for your education, and so that's what you did because school's expensive. And my parents made of money, so we would come back and work the summers. And one year, Alicia says, "I ain't coming back." And so like, what do you mean you're not coming back? She says, "I'm going to Guyana, South America, for the summer because that's where my parents are from, right?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, you have to work." She's like, anyways, long story long, Alicia lined up a bunch of like government grants and talked to some organizations, and she was able to like hold summer classes down in Guyana for like the youth.
Cool.
And they got to register for free. She brought tap gear down, everything. And she made just as much money doing that as she would have working up
and her
here for the
bucket would
summer.
have been so full. Those just the,
So my parents couldn't even say like this, like, because they came in on like the money tip of like, you need to pay for university. And she's like, no, got that covered going down to Guyana. So.
And I will like to say on the record, I've had dance in my life since I was 2 years old because my grandmother's a tap dancer.
Yeah.
My Mimi. So it's been in my life. It's taken me all over the world, and you can make it a career. I know that, especially living here, sometimes these, you know, like the arts is kind of like I own a home, I own a car, I have a dance studio. Like these are things, and what got me there was, well, the hustle, but I mean, it's also when you make your passion your paycheck, it's kind of like doesn't feel like work. I mean, it sometimes does because you're, you know,
working all the time.
When exactly.
You're preaching to the choir right here.
Yeah.
We love what we do. It's like we have to work to find something we can call work.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
100%.
Right. I talk to kids about it like at the high school level. I go in primarily at Father Merck over like the last number of years.
Yeah.
And like I talk to them about different careers because my background before I started this company was human resources.
Okay.
For oil and gas, so like recruitment, retention, like that whole thing.
Yeah.
And I would tell like them like I started this company and like don't sleep on the arts because like I hire writers.
Yeah.
I hire videographers. I hire people to like make music. Like you can make a living like doing something artsy. Like this is extremely artsy.
Yeah.
Like I make a living doing it.
You walk into this building and it's every single inch of the space is covered in art. It's like this is so cool. This is your job. And not to discredit other people that do what they do. And I mean, there's something for everyone, but I think that I try to like instill that. I think with the youth, especially, so that my dance studio, we're competitive. Not because I'm like, I want to be competitive, but I know that if we do competition, it gets us out of here and gets them exposed to other studios, other genres, other people, other experiences, right? So that's why like I get them out there and they get to go, oh, this is so cool. I'm like,
I saw you guys perform recently. Where was that? Was that at the Multicultural show?
Was it maybe at the Keanu Huskies basketball?
That's it.
Yeah.
My kid, and then you guys came out again for round 2.
Yeah.
He was so excited.
That was the hip hop. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
He didn't even know people could move that way because he sees it on like TV and or when I say TV, like an iPad.
Yeah.
But like he doesn't really he doesn't know. And then he saw you guys. And then I was like, they're going to come out again for the other game. He's like, yeah, we're sticking, because he wanted to leave. Yeah. He's just like, no, we'll stick around and see that.
Those, like our dancers, they have that passion, that fire, that grit.
Yeah.
That's probably their best qualities, that they're like, they'll just go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives them an avenue to like get out there, right?
Yeah.
Not everybody can do this and talk.
No.
And so movement for some people is, or painting or whatever it may be, like that's their avenue of like expressing themselves.
That's why I was a little bit nervous to come today, because I'm like, my language is movement. So sometimes I get like caught up or tongue tied because I'm trying to think of the words. But you know, I always say, can I say this speech in interpretive dance? Like, so it's like you got to find a way to communicate.
Speaking of interpretive dance, you, and I don't know what to call it, but you were the co-host of
Buffy's.
The Buffy's.
Yeah.
And they had like a bunch of dancers prior to, like Dango's daughter. I don't know her name. Sorry. I don't know. I forget her daughter's name. Anyways, they performed all this movement before you guys came out.
There was like acro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really neat.
And then you performed. Like, what was that? Like, how do you prepare for that?
Like
from
me
your
personally?
Yeah. Because that was like a whole role that you did, from costume to acting. Like,
So
to announcing.
The cool thing about the Buffy's, I find, is like they bring everyone together. So you got to see dancers from the community, like from all different dance studios, which is awesome. And I love that because our kids all go to school together. So they like get to go to school together, and then they get to watch each other dance, and it's just that nice feel. But the Buffy's, I got hired to MC it as my drag persona. So I do drag. I'm a drag king. I'm from Vancouver, so when I was living out there, I started something called Man Up with another drag performer, and they're still doing it. Actually, it's their 16-year anniversary.
Cool.
So it's pretty cool. So I performed drag. It was like, I love performing, and that's kind of a cool space for me to perform in as like a queer person. And yeah, so that's how you saw my alter ego of Billy Gold. Billy Gold is like the dancing king. So that's like what, I mean, drag is such a cool art form.
Yeah.
When I first started drag, I tried to go very masculine because I thought, well, like, that's what I had to do. And then I had like a drag dad say, hey, like, you got Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
You got David Bowie. He was like listing off all of these super androgynous, like, artists. Like, make drag what you want it to be. So it's just this, like, I don't know, I get to be this other person. Like, Billy is so confident. Miss Keli is like, hey, okay. Like, my students, it's all about them because I adore them.
Yeah.
So when I'm Billy, I get to kind of be like Billy loves a selfie.
Yeah.
Miss Keli does not love a selfie unless there's like 50 other faces in it with me.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's what you saw at the Buffies was.
Bless you.
See?
Yeah.
That's the live, right? You're going to get the sneezes because everyone sneezes.
That's right. Oh.
I'm sure you've caught some other sounds.
Sneezes, farts, burps, the whole
The
nine.
stomachs that, like, you know, when you
They
have
get
eaten.
nervous. Oh yeah, we've like everything. We've had. Yeah, we'll talk about. Yeah.
If you think you're nervous, the noises that come out of some people when they get put on the spot, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
Great.
right. So, does your Billy
Yeah.
look the same every time, or
Billy wears a
he always has the beard?
beard, yeah.
Okay.
Because I can't do makeup to save my life. The only reason I can do any kind of makeup is because of like I surround myself with youth, the dancers and stuff, right? So they're like, I'm like, what's the cool things to do, you know? And but for Billy as like drag makeup, because drag makeup is wild, like that is an art in itself. I cannot do it. So I'm like, what could I do? I can glue glitter on my face, and then I end up buying like a toupee beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks like yours, but
I know.
it's gold.
Yeah. Big shout out to Ali at Thickwood Barbershop.
Yes,
making
Thickwood,
the
those are
real
my boys.
beard look like it's fake.
Yeah. They don't do my beard, but they do my
They're
fade.
awesome.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
The best.
Yes, the best.
Yeah. But listen, Tanner tapped his phone. That means we need to jump into a segment. But before we jump into it, we're going to throw it to an ad from Carrie from Patchouli Rose. Carrie, take it away.
Hi, I'm Carrie Beaton. I make all-natural skincare and a variety of herbal remedies. I'm also an artist that works with acrylic on a variety of substrates. To check out all my products and works I have available, you can click on the links below. Thank you so much.
And we are back. Big shout out to Carrie from Patchouli Rose. Tanner, you give me too many fake signals.
Well, stop moving so much, and then I won't worry if you're trying to signal me.
Yeah. Hit him with the Max City Minute.
Alrighty, question number 1 for you today. What is your favorite form of dance to do yourself?
Me? Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Tap dance. Yeah.
Question number 2. If you could perform any dance, what dance would you choose to perform?
Like a dance, a piece? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know. I think I'd like to perform a tap piece or maybe something contemporary. I love like emoting. So yeah.
Question number 3. Outside of dance, what is your favorite way to express yourself?
I like to sing. Fun fact, I used to be in a band. We can talk about that one after. Sing, I like to hang out with my dogs. I have 3.
Question number 4. If you could meet any TV or movie character, who would you choose?
Okay. Oh my gosh. I love, this is so bizarre, but Kenny Johnson, he's an actor and he's on SWAT, but he was also on, like the Shield. And anyways, he's just like that's such a random answer, but I just love him.
So
It's a
random
random
question.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your final question. What is your go-to way to enjoy a night in?
Lots of snacks. I love food. So like maybe like homemade nachos. Hanging out with the dogs. I love old movies. I love listening to records. Frank Sinatra is my fave. So yeah. Anyways, that's what I like to do.
Those have been your 5 questions.
Cool.
Oh, Tanner just opens up all of the worms with his questions. So
Yeah.
I'm going to jump into the first one that I can remember, and I'm unfortunately going to forget all the rest.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's talk about the band. What kind of
Yeah.
band were you in?
Okay, so fun fact, my uncle was the original drummer for Trooper, Tommy Stewart. So music's been in our family, like even at my grandma's house still. My Mimi has like Juno Awards and like records, and they just got inducted into the Hall of Fame, just like super cool. So it was really encouraged and like fostered in us to sing and dance and stuff, and that's why I got into dance in the first place. And yeah, I sang. Me and my sister used to do acting, like, because we lived in Vancouver, so acting was like a regular thing to do, commercials and TV shows and things like that, community theater on top of dancing. Every day it was like just go, but we loved it, so we did it. And so I had a singing teacher growing up. I used to do musical theater, musicals, and all that. And my best guy friend in high school, he used to play the guitar, and I used to sing at music festivals.
Okay.
And then he was like, "We should start a band." I was like, "Okay," because I always loved I always knew I wanted to start a band when I heard Tom Cochran's "Life Is a Highway." I like remember listening to it and being like, "Life is," and like wanting to be like, "I got to do this. I want to be in a band."
Yeah.
Just so many random things.
Yeah.
And yeah, I started a band with this crew. It was like melodic trip hop. It was like Portishead meets Pink Floyd. We had an album on iTunes. We opened for a bunch of bands in Vancouver. We played like a lot of shows. We probably could have taken it. Like we recorded an album. We got stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
But it kind of came to that point where a couple of the guys were getting these like really, really big jobs in their field. And, you know, musicians, it's like, if you're going to do it, everybody has to go like, okay, let's do it. Let's like live in a van. Let's do this. And we had like the nicest mics. We had like, because they were audiophile nerds. So we had like the best gear. So yeah, I used to be in a band.
Do you know what PK speakers are?
Yes.
Yeah, we have some.
Okay.
Yeah, we like audio.
Yeah, I have like a Rode. I have like such nice mics at my house right now. Like,
Very cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
So being in a band with them and doing music like that, like, you know, we had one of the guys had one of those.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
They, like, you actually move the sound with your hand.
Oh.
I forget what it's called.
We know what you're talking
We
Like
were
a lap
literally-
steel. We had like a
Yeah.
stand-up bass. Like the stand-up bass was played with like a violin bow.
Oh my god.
Like
that must
just
have
cool,
sounded
yeah, just really
amazing.
cool stuff. Played in like the Red Room in Vancouver. Played at like, you know, the Roxy. Played at different spots that were. I mean, I worked at the Commodore when I lived in Vancouver, so I got to see so much music. Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing about Vancouver, like, and especially like the places you've listed. Like, I've been to the Roxy to see stuff. Like, it's a cool venue.
yeah,
And like, if that is where you live,
yeah,
then you could potentially have opportunities to make connections and like have yourself showcased up
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Like, really cool. But yeah, if the right mixture of people aren't together, like I never used to get it until like we really started doing this podcast. Because like this podcast is like sometimes I film it by myself and he's not around, but it never clicked until we started filming this together. And so like that essence is always there.
Yeah.
And like the energy has to be right. And like you need to be in that zone with the people you create.
yeah,
things
and
with.
you get to like bounce off each other. You
That's
get
right.
to, you know,
That's
connect because podcasts are all about connection, right? So
That's
you're-
right. So I get that. That's cool. Now there's some. Did you tap your watch? Oh, that is unfortunate for everybody at home. Tanner tapped his watch. That means we are out of time.
What?
Yeah, I know. That being said, before we cut you loose, though, everybody gets a shameless shout out or plug. So you have the mic, the camera, the lights.
Oh my gosh, I never
Have
even
fun.
I never even got to tell you about my dance studio that I own. Okay, MKD the Space. You can find us on social media, Instagram, TikTok. Our website is www.mkdthespace.ca, and it is an inclusive, safe space. That is the reason I started it, is because these spaces for our youth are suicide prevention, and the arts are so important. So I would love anybody to come check out the space. It's inclusive. All bodies are welcome. Everybody is welcome. Like, just I want people to know that these places do exist in a space like dance where it is so gendered. It is so like, you know, and we're breaking those stereotypes. So I want people to come see that that there is spaces like that in our town, in our community. Yay.
There we go. Well, for McMurray Wood Buffalo, the rest of the world, that's been another episode of the Mac City Morning Show. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for tuning in. Big shout out to our title sponsor, Noral Toyota, Carrie from Patchouli Rose, and Colin Hardigan and Coldwell Banker. Thank you very much for all of your ongoing support. Hope everybody at home is having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
It's so ballistic!
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.